Ice Cream Conversation. Ice Cream Conversation. Let's go. Forever on the grind all day, every day. Ice Cream Convos, always real, they never play. Download the podcast, listen on any day. Why didn't I do this sooner? Only thing you ever say. Xavi, best host of all time. All of the faithful listeners will say they never lie. Check every story they run, like me with the rhymes. When other shows report anything, it should be a crime. Entertainment news, yeah, I gotta get mine from ICC, and you should be inclined to do the same if you got half a mind. I do co-sign this lady to shine like Frankenstein. Cut it the day design. IceCreamConvos.com. Tune in. Yeah. This influence by IceCreamConvos.com.
Welcome to the Ice Cream Convos Podcast, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. I am your host, Xaviera.
And I'm your co-host, Karla.
And we thank you so much for tuning into episode 321 of the Ice Cream Convos Podcast. Karla, I have some good news. We just going to jump right into this thing.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so remember the interview that I did with Brandy Evans and J. Alphonse Nicholson, the stars of P-Valley?
Yeah.
Okay. 12,979 views on YouTube. And what? How about that? I'm just blown away. I'm blown away because
12 racks? Wow.
12 racks. Every single morning when I open up the stats, it's another rack.
Wow.
It's another
Congratulations. Well deserved, though.
Thank you, Bill.
Very, very good. Yeah. You know,
I do have to admit that was one of my most favorite interviews that I have done as of late.
Yeah.
And so, because, last week, it was my anniversary. So I am 13 years in.
OG in the game. I'm trying to be like you.
Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. So basically what I did was we took the week off and I said, okay, here's what we'll do. Since we're taking the week off, I'll just go ahead and run that interview back because it's one of my favorite interviews. So some of you may have listened to the interview last week for our episode of the Ice Cream Convos podcast, but we are back. Yeah. We are here. We have a lot of ground to cover, Karla.
Ooh, child.
So as my grandmother would say, we can't tarry today. We can't pussyfoot today.
Not at all. No, ma'am.
And the title of today's episode is DAP. Dope Ass Podcast. Because since we out here with the acronyms this week, we out here with the
acronyms are life.
Yes, they are. So today's episode is titled DAP because we a dope ass podcast. All right, Karla. So now let's go ahead and get into this entertainment scoop. But before we do that, I do want to start with a prayer request. Rodney Perry. Karla, Rodney Perry has our friend. He has been hospitalized with COVID-19, but although he is hospitalized, I don't want y'all to start slow singing and flower bringing because he was dead on Instagram Live, holding interviews, kicking it with people, chopping it up, the whole nine, telling people like, can you believe I'm in this bit? So, my little lighting almost fell over. Hold on, let me, you heard that little... Yeah, I don't need nothing falling apart.
No problems. We'll need no problems. No problems.
Injuries now. Got to get my insurance together. But yes, so Rodney is one of our dear friends. He is one of our other fun, super fun interviews on the ICC Podcast.
The best.
Absolutely. Karla's favorite ever.
Yeah. Yes, you too. Oh my gosh. The best. Y'all can go back and check that out. I'm telling you, ignore the audio stuff, but it was a great interview.
The audio was horrible.
Hilarious.
But yes, definitely go back and check out that interview. The way we cut up so bad, like Rodney and I were showing out so bad on the callers that were coming in, and Karla was over in the cut crying tears.
Yes, real tears.
It was a mess. But yes, so we do love Rodney Perry. We do want to send up prayers. Add him to your prayer request list, the ICC prayer request list this week. And let's just keep him uplifted in prayer. And everyone who has been affected or impacted by COVID-19 in some way, shape, or form, let's keep everyone uplifted in prayer.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now let's hop into the scoop. Karla Boomquisha Brown.
No, you didn't.
Girl, I got to slide up through them Philly streets. Because your girl Jaguar Wright took to the streets of social media, poured kerosene, accelerant, grabbed a lighter, logs from a log cabin. Listen, she set the internet streets on fire.
Oh yeah, she did. Yes, she did. You know, you had put me on. I still didn't catch all of it, but I think I caught the main video. Yeah. Didn't get a chance to watch them all, but when you hit me up, you was like, "Yo, it's your girl,
get your girl."
Like, wait, who? so,
you know. For those of you who may not be in the know, Karla and I gonna walk y'all through this. Mm-hmm. So Jaguar Wright took to Instagram. She went live, and I know maybe a few podcasts back we talked about Malik B passing away. He was one of the founding members of the Roots, right?
Right.
Okay. Her and Malik B were tight. They were tight. Because you remember at one point in time, it was that circle. It was the Roots. It was like that. It was almost like, I don't want to say like the boot camp clique, but it kind of was.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. It was similar. It was definitely was. It was like one big unit, I guess.
Yes. It was a unit. The Philly unit is what I'm going to call it, for lack of a better term, right? Mm-hmm. So apparently when Malik B passed away, Jaguar was feeling away because she felt like they weren't honoring him or upholding his legacy properly. Or I also feel like just the energy that she had, it felt like she was privy to something that we did not know and she hadn't put it out yet.
Yeah.
Like she knew something that he had been done dirty behind the scenes or something of some nature. Right. But when I tell you, your girl was hot. I have not seen anyone that angry, that I can't even explain.
You ain't seen that in years. Look, when somebody start hitting their fist over and over and over again, and mind you, it's not a fight. This is a live. She was mad.
Live.
She was mad. She was so angry.
She was
and hurt.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so some things that kind of, I guess I knew it, but it kind of fell to the back of my mind. Like Jaguar Wright's son was murdered.
Yeah. I kind of forgot about that. I
did too. It fell to the back of my mind, really, because when she mentioned it, I was like, oh, snap, her son. So that's where the hurt comes in, because she was trying to build a career. These were her brothers, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about the Roots and everybody that was involved. This was her family, right?
Right.
And then I don't know what happened. We just going to do the wop-de-wop, wop-wop. In some way, shape, or form, she ended up exiled, separated from the crew. She was kind of thrown out to the wolves to just kind of make it on her own or survive on her own.
Yeah, pretty much.
She was blackballed. You know, she was basically, they locked the door. Like, you can't come in here. You can't sit with us anymore. And then she lost her son somewhere in the mix of all of that. Mm-hmm. She was like, none of them reached out to her.
Yeah, that's the sad part. That was the really sad part. That's where the hurt came in. Can you just imagine what they shared? Let's look at how they, like you said, they were a unit. You know, even if they broke up, whatever happened, when someone dies, that's the one time you see people kind of, you know, they will reach out. You'll reach out to, I don't want to say your worst enemy, but somebody you have to to. And right. So, you know what I mean? We've all, that's the one time that it's like, okay, I'll use this bridge to kind of, you know, and even if you don't ever get back to what it was, you still reach out.
Absolutely. And it's a respect thing.
Right.
I think at that point it's a respect thing. So maybe that was their way of saying like, they don't even respect her anymore. I don't know. I'm not putting words in their mouth, but let me just tell y'all the gist of what went down. Jaguar Wright hit the streets of Instagram. Of Dugram. Because see, when somebody going that hard to pay is Dugram. And the moment she said, I'm going to keep it a bean, I was like, it's going down.
Yep.
Because she's keeping it a bean.
Yes.
When someone keeps it a bean, you just got to buckle up and prepare for anything. So she basically aired out the Roots. She aired out Erykah Badu. Mm-hmm. She aired out Jill Scott. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I know.
She aired out Talib Kweli. And she dropped the bomb on Common.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So just some of the things that I'm just going to highlight over them, because everything is on icecreamconvos.com for you to go dig into these details, because we will be here for a whole hour talking about this.
Yeah.
But basically, she talked about the shenanigans on the tour bus, from the groupies rolling in to eating breakfast and cereal, watching porn.
Yes. Crazy. Yes.
She alluded to another female rapper being sexually assaulted on that tour bus. Mm-hmm. She would not say she alluded to it. She would not come out and say it, but she said it is for that female rapper to speak. Mm-hmm. And she is reaching out to her to try to make amends because she said she felt like she failed her and she did not protect her. Right. That hurt my heart. At one point, Jaguar started crying in the live and I started crying with her. And I was like, okay, I'm crying with her. Why am I crying? I watch people do this all day long on social media, but it was just something different about.
You generally felt her pain. I watched it from the video I watched at first when I watched it. I'm like, I go into every video. This is just me. All right, they clout chasing or what? That's just my mindset. It might be messed up, whatever. But as you watch it and you see her, you feel her pain. I did, especially looking in her eyes and just when she takes those pauses in between.
And stares into the camera.
Yes.
Like eye contact. I felt like she was looking at me a few times. I was like, yo, can she see me? Like,
right. I know. No, seriously. And you could tell that girl's not, in my opinion, that girl ain't lying.
No, she ain't lying. You know why she not lying? And, again, go to icecreamconvos.com to get the details. Because, she was pulling out people's affairs. She was calling people out for alleged sexual assaults. Mm-hmm. She was pulling people out for doing dirty, blackballing. You name it. Mm-hmm. It was there. And on top of that, she said she wasn't even spilling the real tea.
That's what I was like, well, what is the real, listen, I thought we got all of it.
No, she said she was holding back.
Yeah, she did.
She said she was holding back. So with that being said, the reason why I do not feel that Jaguar Wright was lying, I do not feel that she should be dismissed as just being manic or being crazy or clout chasing.
And you know what? Can I just say something real quick? I'm so glad you said that. We got to stop stigmatizing lying and mental health. Just because someone has a mental health problem does not mean that they're lying. And truth be told, a lot of their mental health is due to some type of abuse
and trauma.
Right. Which adds to it. So I'm sorry. I just had to say that because I hate the fact that people, just because somebody has a mental health problem, they lying, they crazy. That doesn't mean they're lying.
It does not mean they're lying. Do you know how many people with mental health issues are walking the streets right now trying to tell people something that happened to them and they're being dismissed?
Yep.
Oh, she crazy. She crazy. Girl, if you don't get your crazy ass out of here. No.
Yeah.
And quiet is kept. People with mental health issues, a lot of times they don't have the censor. So that's why they're going to give it to you raw and uncut.
Exactly.
And that's why they are not going to keep your secrets because they don't have that censor button anymore.
Exactly.
They don't have the mindfulness of, oh, wait, don't tell that part. Keep that secret. No, you're not supposed to tell that it was Uncle Johnny. You're not supposed to tell that part.
Exactly. Right.
So,
facts.
With that being said, so I know Jaguar Wright wasn't lying. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar because she had too many facts.
Oh, yeah.
Names, places, who was there, who was
locations. Yeah, definitely exact locations. Because a couple times she took me through North Philly, South Philly. I went to Girls High Central. I was like, all right.
And listen, it's so funny because I got on Facebook and I said, if you are from Philly or the tri-state area, this Jaguar Wright video gonna hit different because you're gonna know.
Yep. I want to go back and dig into some of the names that she said. I wasn't familiar with the names. Mm-hmm. Just because, just to dig into it a little bit. But it's sad.
While you playing games, I did make a list and I was doing some history searches on people.
You on it? Okay.
I was doing some history because she called out one particular female's name and I went and searched and come to find out that she's the Roots tour manager. So I was
you were going. I should have known you're an OG in the game.
I do's this.
Yeah.
I am a celebrity news information specialist. I do's this.
There it is.
But I can't remember what I did last week. And I couldn't find my AirPods while I was wearing them.
But that's all right, though.
Hey, but that's all right. So, just slide through icecreamconvos.com real quick and check out that Jaguar Wright interview. Not even an interview, I'm sorry, Instagram Live if you have not seen it already. And just digest it. Because when she said that Common tried her, I was disappointed, but at the same time, let me piggyback another point. Just because we like someone and they are our favorite celebrity, rapper, actress, movie star, politician, or whatever, please do not act like they are not capable of doing grimy shit.
Yes.
Please do not act like they are exempt.
Exactly.
There are so many people, and not even that. I'm not saying Common is a grimy person. I'm not saying that I believe that he did what she said she did, but I'm not saying that I don't believe that he didn't do what she said he did.
Right.
What I'm saying is people grow. You know, back in the day, the Common back then is not the Common we got now.
That's very true. That is so true. That's all of us.
That's all of us. If y'all could grab my diary from 2000, what year was that?
Watch it now. Watch what you say.
If y'all could grab my diary from that time, y'all be like, really? And you got the nerve to get on a podcast and talk about it? All I'm saying is growth is real, evolving, evolution, all of that is real.
Absolutely.
So even though she's given us this information now, it's not to say that this is who he is now versus who he was. But I tell you one thing, he did not acknowledge nothing she said. And within a day or two, 48 hours, it had blown over. Nobody was talking about it no more.
Yeah, I did notice that. Because I missed the Common part. We discussed it. I didn't see it. But I did see he was radio silent and like what it does, it usually rolls over. We're on to something else.
It rolled over. But I'm going to tell you what it rolled over to, which is our next topic. It rolled over into his relationship with Tiffany Haddish and the fact that they had finally gone public. So that the very next day, the very next day. The very next day, Tiffany comes out. Oh yeah, we're in a relationship. I love Common. Yeah, we effing. What else did she say?
Oh wow,
best relationship she ever had. When she shaved her head bald, he told her she was beautiful. And so now the whole narrative turned to Common being this fantastic man who is dating Tiffany Haddish, who we know Tiffany has been through a lot. And Tiffany has done a lot of therapy, a lot of healing. So she's gone through all this. So for her to come out and be like, this is the best relationship I ever had. He told me I was beautiful when I was bald head. One of our ICC friends said, so he treating her so good, she trying to look like him.
That's wrong. Shout out to whoever that was. That's hilarious.
That's right. She did go bald head. Yo,
that's true though. That's true. That's hey. It may be. You never know. That's love.
Listen,
that's that deep love.
Okay, you talk about the love. we talk about love. That deep love. That's what we calling it today, Karla. Okay, we gonna call it love today.
Yeah, we gonna call. That's what it's called today. That's all. Yeah, that's funny.
That was perfect timing to change the narrative on Common in that particular situation. But one person was like, ooh, Tiffany Haddish talking about Common, the best man she ever had, a day after he was accused of sexual assault. Yikes. So I'm like, yeah, but
people are hip to it. It's think about it. Publicity. I mean, I want to know who the publicist was involved in that.
Shout out to the publicist.
Yeah. So, but people are hip to it. Now, before we would see something like that and but people are kind of hip, maybe not everybody, but it's just ironic that the day after the accusations were made about him that,
Absolutely. Publicists be out here saving lives and careers.
They the real heroes.
Okay. Because listen, I need to put together an award, a paper mache or something for Chris Brown's publicist. Because
paper mache though, that's
okay. The paper mache. Listen, because Chris Brown put his publicist through it back when he was throwing chairs through Good Morning America windows and
all windows. Yeah, that's that.
The Good Morning America window.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, we're going to leave that alone because that's Black History. Hey, Chris Brown. Sidebar, Roro got 1 million followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Roro.
Lil Ro. Growing up. Roro be getting it though.
Roro is so beautiful.
She is. She's so adorable.
Yeah, she's a sweet little mama. Okay, so since we're already on Instagram, Azalea Banks.
Broke my heart.
It broke your heart.
Yeah, I have I don't know why, and this might be the mental health part in me, maybe. I didn't know. I really do. I have like this soft side for Azalea. Don't beat me up, y'all. Don't grind me up.
No. Talk to me.
It's maybe because I see that she really, really needs help. Azalea got problems.
She do.
And she's always crying out for help. She's crying out for attention. All of that, her self-esteem is super low. And this is just like the breaking point, I feel like. Some people probably think she's, was the one of Azalea's, one of her, trolling type things. But I don't know. I just have this soft spot for her. Because I feel like she's really smart.
I'm going to come on the other side of that because I'm with you on that one, but I'm a one-up you. Okay. So I agree 1,000%. Azalea Banks has some type of mental issue. Because we've seen her exhibited time after time over and over again on several different occasions. I mean, This girl, she gets intoxicated or high or drunk. She does whatever. At one time she was on social media talking about witchcraft, all kind of things. We know that Azalea, she might be one sandwich or two short of a picnic sometimes. Right. But this particular situation with her on social media, it just hit me different. And I'm glad that we have the opportunity to talk about this because from the time that I reached out to you and said, Karla, I want to talk about this particular situation with Azalea Banks, we had a second situation pop up within the last 24 to 48 hours that I want to add on and tack on top of this. But Azalea specifically, she came on and she literally was like, yeah, I think my time is up around here. I think it's time for me to go. And I am not insensitive to the fact that people's mental health, including my own, has been stretched like a rubber band, especially during this pandemic.
Right. Absolutely.
Especially during this pandemic. So I do understand that a lot of people are struggling with mental health. The thing with Azalea that struck me to be odd was it was like, all this, like, I'm ready to go. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and pull up some of her tweets real quick. But, she was just not tweets, Instagram, excuse me. It's always about Twitter.
It's all the same.
Yeah, so it's all the same. But, she put out these alarming posts. And then she said, and I quote, "Yeah, I think I'm done here. This pandemic, extreme lack of social interaction, no intimacy, combined with constant public ridicule is making life harder than it's worth. I think I'll end my tenure here on Earth. I'm not begging for attention or asking for sympathy/empathy. I'm just ready to go. Peacefully, of course. I will document my last times and release a film for all of you to finally understand me from my perspective. My soul is tired. I'm ready to go." Now, if I had a quarter for every time I said my soul is tired, I'd be a quarternaire. But that being said, where she kind of lost me was I will document my last times and release a film for you all to finally understand me. So that is planning for the future.
Right.
People who are at their end don't see a future.
That's
People
true.
who are like, it's over. The reason why they feel it's over is because they can't see the forest for the trees. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They can't see the future. Sis is planning a documentary. So I'm like, okay. So then the very next day, hey, I woke up and she's blasting magazines and she's blasting the media for being fake concerned. Now, and I do understand that sometimes people are bitter. They hit that spot of being bitter. Like I'm going through this. I have this trauma. Nobody cares about me. And now y'all want to act like y'all care because I said what I said. But, and I don't want y'all to make me a trending topic for what I'm finna say. But as a very young girl, I was raised by my great grandmother. And my great grandmother said, people who are extremely suicidal won't tell you.
Hey. That's true.
You're gonna find out on the other side of it.
That's true.
And go ahead, Bessie.
No, that's true, especially like you said, extremely suicidal. But I do believe like some people, there's always red flags before that. So I don't know if we would consider this a red flag. I did not know about the part about she pretty much sounds like it's all about a documentary. I do agree. People that are ready to end their life don't think about future. There is no future for them.
Yep.
So you made a very good point. Changed my view on it. I didn't know about that part. So, that makes me feel,
you and I represent both sides of people who come to this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you and I, because I I try not to. Sorry for the trash people outside. Can you hear the trash people?
Backing up.
But at least my trash getting picked up though. At
exactly. Girl, shout out to your trash company because there's due to COVID, it's some people's trashes, and that's real talk. Some cities' trash had not been collected in weeks. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, my trash people just act like they don't know I'm podcasting, but do. But so we represent the various sides of it. You have people that's like, oh, she clout chasing. Then you have people that are literally at home praying and lifting this woman up in prayer.
Yeah.
You have people, I guess I kind of fall in is she clout chasing? Let me just say a prayer for her anyway. But child, okay, she crying wolf. And so I'm all of them because in this day and age, you never know which box to hop in.
You don't. You really don't.
And you don't want to hop in the wrong box and then feel like garbage the next day.
Yeah.
Because you didn't take someone seriously.
Right.
With that being said, I want to compound this with Lakeith Stanfield. You know Lakeith, ATL. You know the
yeah. Okay.
So he gets on social media last night. And let me talk to you about what he put on social media. Visuals first. Prescription pill bottle, right? The prescription was for, and I know you probably gonna know because you my in-house physician. It was for, oh Lord, I know I'm gonna tear this thing up. Carvedilol.
I don't know what that is.
Carvedilol.
It's all right, girl.
I need Rosetta Stone. Okay.
That one don't sound familiar, but it's a million different.
But I tell you what it does, and then I bet you'll know.
Okay.
So Carvedilol. Okay, that's what we're going with. It's used to treat high blood pressure and heart failure.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a beta blocker.
It's a beta blocker.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so now just off of I'm going to make that point in a minute. But so he shows this prescription pill bottle. Okay, come on, tongue tied. He shows the prescription pill bottle and he's pouring alcohol in it. Okay. And the captions read, I like to be by myself because I can hurt myself and no one tells me to stop or fakes like they care. Reality is boring and moves too slow and no one is trustworthy. Outside is crazy. I'm going to just stay inside from now on. Bottoms up. Okay. So now you are insinuating that you are mixing these pills with alcohol. You are saying, things of the nature of, I like to be by myself so I can hurt myself and nobody can stop me. Karla, when I tell you, on social media, people were losing their minds. People were literally writing to police departments, asking them a wellness check. I've never seen people go this.
Really? Was that the only thing he was taking?
Yeah.
Because from my knowledge, just from a beta block, I mean, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be
100. We the DAP around here.
It's not like we were talking about, alcohol in I hate to say it, like a speedball or something. I mean, the worst case, it'll lower his blood pressure. I'm not being smart. I'm just wait. It's dangerous. Don't get it twisted. It could get dangerously low, and then he goes into heart failure. But it would take a lot of consuming of alcohol, from my knowledge.
But again, now I find myself back in the space of, why is there a visual of you pouring liquor into a prescription bottle? Purposefully made sure the prescription bottle was turned so we could see what the prescription was for. It's like, first of all, we're dealing with an actor. We're dealing with an actor. Now, Azalea, I know she done had some little yin roles here and there, but Lakeith is a trained actor who, by the way, is getting ready to star in a project I'll be talking about during Movie Scoop. But he's a trained actor, and I follow him on social media. And there are several times where I see his post and I'll be like, okay, dear Heavenly Father, I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to keep it pushing because he shot out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a hard time getting through his interviews. So that's just me. I'm not a big fan, but I try to sit through an interview and he lost me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It was just like, whoa, what the, you know what I mean? So same thing here. That's how, once again, someone I feel like may have some mental health issues anyway.
And that's what I'm saying all this to finally get down to. But let me tell you, so after all this to do overnight, people reaching out to his celebrity friends, asking them, hey, do you have a way to get in contact with him? When I tell you these people went up, and I'm like, this, like Azalea literally said, I'm ready to cash out. And y'all went like this. This dude goes, oh, well, I like to hurt myself here and there. Somebody's around. And people lost their everlasting minds.
Wow.
And, and I'm like, okay, so by the time I wake up, I'm catching the tail end of it. Because again, LA, we always talk about our West Coast ICC friends. We dead ass sleep while they just getting started. You know?
True that.
And that's so after the very next day, he comes back on social media, deletes all the posts, and says,
post and delete.
I'm okay, everyone. I appreciate everyone for checking in on me, but I'm good. I'm not harming myself. Much love and a rose.
Attention seeking. I can't take it. That's a perfect example of attention seeking. And I hate to see that because, like you said, here Azalea might really have, and I guess this is my soft spot again, and nobody gave a damn.
And I'm like, really? So here's where my concern lies. My concern lies with all of these pump fakes. Right. Is it pump fakes? Right?
Yeah, you're right. Pump faking. They pump faking.
Thank you. It's pump faking. See, I said fake pumps. Pumps.
Oh, I thought
we like to get over the pumps.
Yes.
But yes, so all the pump fakes, right? So we get these. What if we get to the point where we're desensitized? Like, oh, he clout chasing again, and then next case is worst case scenario.
Right. Well, you don't know. It's like you said, the boy that cried wolf. That's the problem.
And I don't know what box to hop in. I don't know if I should be praying for him or unfollowing him.
Yeah, you're right.
I spoke to another person that's in media, and I was like, hey, did you see what happened with? They said, child, I saw that, and God forgive me, but I just kept it pushing. Like that.
You know what? Yeah, they know. They know.
Antics because of the constant antics. But I want to roll back to a point you made. You made a beautiful point when you said that even if he was not suicidal, even if Azalea Banks was not suicidal, there is still a mental health issue if you think this is the way to get attention.
Exactly. That's how I feel. And that's the thing. That's what you got to be. You cannot be in your right mind and do those things knowing the consequences or the possible consequences behind your post, especially for Lakeith.
Especially.
You understand what I'm saying? Because he's more of a, I guess you would call maybe a B-lister. I don't know. I'm not trying to be smart. I don't,
I would throw him in the B.
You think so? Yeah, like a B.
Potential. He has a potential.
Yeah, he does. He definitely has a potential. Definitely. But yeah, that's just one of those things. And it's going to get worse. Think about it. The more you see it, what happens? The more you're going to continue to see it. So,
and when you
just pray for him, regardless, getting that prayer box.
Yeah, just get in the prayer box. Yep, regardless, because something ain't clicking up here. It ain't clicking.
Exactly.
All right. So I think that's a great place to end on that. Just send up a prayer for anybody that you see could possibly be struggling or going through some type of difficult time or something. But all right, so let's go ahead and take a break and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, guys, so we are back. Karla, did you see Auntie Stephanie Mills?
Girl, did I? That's my auntie. Soon as I seen the headline, I was like, yes, finally, auntie, what you got? Because, she'll say when she speaks, it's important.
It is. She don't waste words.
Yeah, exactly.
She don't mince them either. She don't mince words either.
That's true. True.
So in case you missed it, Auntie Stephanie Mills took to Instagram and she had some words for Sir Kanye West and his friend Nick Cannon. And girl, when I saw Nick Cannon's name in the mix, I was like, Nick, have we not learned anything?
I know.
Didn't Karla and I tell you to go chill?
Yes. Go sit down, please.
Go sit down for a minute. Keep it quiet, stay low. But he fell for the TMZ. For the TMZ.
Yeah.
Cannon's walking through the airport. TMZ runs up on him. Of course, they're not going to ask Nick Cannon about his tomfoolery and his mess. Mm-hmm. So they go to Kanye. And Nick Cannon said that he would vote for Kanye.
Yeah, Nick just that's Nick getting closer and closer to being canceled. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, not the views of Ice Cream Convos.
It's mine too, then. Because he is, and I'm like, Nick, this was your opportunity to be like, say something with some substance. You the black pope,
right?
You the black hope. You the black
That's
pope.
what I'm saying. And by now he should know how to. I get it. The pressure. Let's put this out there. We know the pressure how TMZ runs up on you, but Nick is well seasoned for that stuff. You got to be. Come on.
He ain't new to this.
I'd expected better. I expected way better. Way better.
So Auntie Stephanie Mills took to Instagram and she said, listen here. I literally, when I watched her Instagram live, I literally sat down and took notes. And I took notes because I said, this note-taking thing is really good to me. So let me just highlight some points so that we can go ahead and move through this. Auntie Stephanie Mills said she did address Kanye West's mental illness. She said she's disappointed in him. She said his presidential run is not helping the Black community. She said he is not qualified. She said he is a distraction that we do not need. And he need to go on somewhere and get some help. Then she slid over to Nick Cannon. And she said, Nick, she was really disappointed in Nick. She was like, I don't understand Nick Cannon. She said, I saw you a little while ago in Chicago when we was out there for Pops. Now, for those of you who don't know, Auntie Stephanie Mills, she refers to the minister Louis Farrakhan as Pops. He's like her surrogate dad. She saw him in Chicago when they went out there when he had that big speech recently. So she said, the teachings.
Right.
She was like, what? Why would you support Kanye West? Then she said, this feels like a paid distraction. Are you being paid to distract us too? But the icing on the cake was when she said that they acting like two children, two little boys, two little boys. She wanted them to take their toys, go home, sit down, and get therapy. I was like, boom, drop the mic.
Yeah. Yes. Nothing else needs to be said. She wrapped that up so nicely.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So if you would like to see the video, and when I tell you her whole face, somebody was like, Auntie Stephanie face about to be a meme, because her whole face was total disgust. And I was like, yes, this is a meme. So visit icecreamconvos.com and you can actually watch Auntie Stephanie Mills Instagram live. Thank you so much for speaking up and speaking out, Auntie Stephanie.
Yes, thank you.
You are well respected. And when you speak, we gonna listen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So with that being said, Juelz Santana has been released from the clank.
Oh, Juelz. I'm so happy for him and his family.
I am too. But I need him to learn and grow from this, because the fact that he sat in jail for something so stupid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't get more stupid. I mean, that's like the ultimate. It is like, but, to Juelz's defense, he was, that's when he was going through his drug abuse things, his addiction. You know what I mean? So,
you're right about that. So for those of you who just a quick refresher, Juelz Santana went through the Newark International Airport, right? TSA, was it Newark International? Had a handgun in his carry-on or something or other. He had a handgun in something. And he did have pills in there as well. And when TSA was like, hey, what is this? He was like, pew! And he got the hell up out of there. And so basically,
that part.
He was sentenced. He took a plea deal, which would keep him from having to stay in jail forever. But he has been released. And I did hear that Meek Mill did his part and played his role in helping facilitate the release of Juelz Santana. Okay. So I don't know how big of a role he had, but I do know he had his Twitter fingers in the mix. And
that's a good thing. That's a great thing if he did. If that's true, that's a great thing.
It is a great thing. Speaking of being released from the clank, Loon home.
I was so excited to hear that. You gotta be happy. Yes.
Brother Amir.
Yes.
So Loon is home. He is looking good. He is flourishing. He got his tuning on swole. He recently did an interview with the Breakfast Club. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet, but I know that he did do an interview with the Breakfast Club, and he talked about a few reasons why he walked away from the music industry, why he stopped working with Diddy. And I mean, if I had to tell the story, I'd be like, because he caught a case and got locked up. But listen, we talked about that Diddy curse a few episodes back, and that thing real.
Yes, it is.
The Lord will get you away from Diddy any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, it just is what it is. But I would like to say welcome home to Brother Amir. Yes. I'm not sure if he is still allowing people to address him as Loon. I'm pretty sure. But on his social media accounts, it says Loon to Amir. Okay. So it's kind of, highlighting the fact that he did make a transition, from Loon to Amir. So welcome home, Brother Amir.
Yes.
Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion released this WAP video. Child.
Yeah.
And the WAP video also inspired our title for today's show, because they are WAP and we are DAP. We are the Dope Ass Podcast, and they are the lubricated nether regions. They are the lubricated nether regions. And I didn't want to go there.
I like how you put that, though.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the song? First things first, are you scooping or scrapping the song?
Oh man, I'm a scoop it. Just the track alone is amazing. Like, you see what they did with that sample? It's just a beautiful thing. Yeah, any music head, like, as soon as it starts, you just get, like, I got chill bumps talking about it. Mm-hmm. But as far as lyrics, and I don't know if this is my and I'm aging myself a little bit. It might be a little too raw, but I scoop it. I scoop it. The track, I'll give an A+. The lyrics, like a B or whatever, depending on what you like. But they that collaboration was dope.
Okay, so the video, you scooping or scrapping?
I actually didn't watch the video yet, because every time I was going to watch it, listen, everybody, you don't know, my son is 13. He's going through puberty. He was right there.
We got you. I had to watch the video 1:00 in the morning when everybody was sleeping.
Exactly.
And then my husband talked about, wait a minute, I missed that part. Can you rewind it? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. But yes, so I am going to scoop the single, but again, I'm kind of aging myself, because I feel at one point in time, I felt like I was the freak-a-leak of the freak-a-list, in my day, you know what I'm saying? I hung with the freak-a-leaks. But now
I ain't had nothing on you.
Okay. Because I could be a freak until the next So, I was doing my thing, right? But even when I was listening, I was clutching my little rose gold necklace. I was like, yes. And I was clutching my pearls on the edited version. So,
oh wow, I heard it raw.
Oh,
I heard it explicit in front of my mom.
I ain't ready yet. I'm not ready for it. I know. I'm just gonna stick. I got to work my way up to that. But with that being said, listen, they are two young ladies. They living their best lives.
Yes.
They whopping.
Yeah.
Pay the bills. Whop and pay the bill. Go on and whop and pay your bills. But, I was just really surprised no, I wasn't. I wasn't surprised. I take that back. Just the vigor about the video. You had some people that was like, yes, let's go. Oh, I saw gay dudes trying to come back to the other side. And on Twitter, they was like, hey, I don't know. But this one dude was like, listen, I've been gay since I was 13, but right now I feel like I need some WAP. And
no, that's right.
A lot of people just really, really had fun with it. But then you had some people that were like, oh my gosh, why it gotta be all this? This is disgusting. This is nasty. This is all that. And I get that. I get that too, because it all boils down to your personal preference, right?
There it is.
It all boils down to your personal preference.
And we have to remember real quick, music is art. Like, some people like splashes on the wall and some people like nude. It's art. So, but it doesn't discredit it.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Just like, it's not the first thing I would put on, but I believe, as far as a single, it's a dope single.
It is.
So
in this house. I was like,
yes, stop. I
was literally sitting down, like, trying to do some self-reflection. I was like, why is it that the minute I hear there's some hoes in this house, like, my spirit
you start
like, my spirit perked up, like, as if I'm fighting an inner demon.
Yeah, it do something to you.
It does. And I'm just like, listen, I need everybody who mad about WAP. I hope y'all had that same energy with Bitches Ain't Shit. for hoes and tricks.
Cool,
I hope
that.
y'all had that same energy with Uncle Luke. Don't stop, get it. I hope y'all had that same energy with Akinelli when he told all of us to put it in our mouths.
Yes.
I hope y'all had that same energy. And listen, at the same time, if it's too strong for you, listen, if I passed you a cup of Henny and if it was too strong for you, what you going to do? You're going to back up off of it. You're going to back up off of it and sit your cup down, right?
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. Yep. Just bypass it.
Yes.
I would say it's just not for me. I think we have got to the point where we live in a society where if something is not for us, then we feel like it's a green light to tear it apart.
Yep. Absolutely. And that's wrong. That's that to me, that's wrong. That's what made music so great. Because it's so many different, you could do so many things with music. You understand? And just because I don't like it or the way you decided to create a piece doesn't mean it's trash. That's what, and that's the problem. Like,
it's subjective. You could put 5 people in the same room, let them watch the same film. I'm going to walk out like, that shit was fire.
Right.
Oh my God, I want my money back.
Yes. Yep.
I mean, it just is what it is. But shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. The one thing I can say is those chicks look damn good in that video.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I was receiving text messages from females like, I think I'm ready to taste the rainbow. I was like, child, go ahead, Lucky Charms. Go ahead, Lucky Charms. YOLO, you got one life to live. Go ahead, Lucky Charms. So, listen, just have at it. Listen, Megan needed that. Megan needed that WAP video because now we changed the conversation. Ain't nobody talking about Tory shooting her in her feet no more.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody talking about what her and Tory Lanez went through. Ain't nobody talking about who Offset DMing this week. Yeah, the cover of a magazine right now. Megan done got a Revlon deal. Megan out here. Listen, these women are doing their thing.
Absolutely.
I just need them not to get any distractions. Don't let any clowns from Canada ruin whatever they got going on. Just do your thing. Your life. People gonna talk regardless.
That's facts. That period. So you might as well do you. Period. Do what you love to do.
You. Yep. Now I'm gonna take one hot second to say, y'all know y'all ain't shit for making that petition and y'all sign that petition about Kylie Jenner. Listen. Now, I'm not going to front. I was a little taken aback when I was like, who that's walking up? Kylie? I was a little shocked by that.
Right, but is it petition worthy? That's where it's like, exactly.
All 16,000 of them people better had damn signed or sent the email out there to Louisville, Kentucky to get us some justice for Breonna. Every last one of y'all. But it's not petition worthy. It is more or less of go to social media and just share your unsolicited opinion worthy.
Yep.
Now, with that being said, Kylie looked good in the motherfucker in the video. She looked real good. I said, well, Kylie been eating her beans and rice and her neck bones. She been over there. Listen, I don't know if her and Travis still together, but she clearly eating some of them meals his mama cooked. Kylie looked good. Right. I just would have liked to see just a bunch of queens.
Yeah.
Coordinated queens. But
you know what?
Diversity.
How I feel. I get people's views, but why I'm not bothered, and that this is just maybe me, is because I really don't want to see one of my queens in that video.
Ooh.
I ain't saying they're not queens. I'm not. I think they're queens in the making. I'm not disrespecting them. I know they probably going to.
No. I see where you're going with that. Because if Megan and Cardi was walking through the video and peeked in one of them rooms and Viola Davis was pee popping on a handstand, I would have died.
Exactly.
I died.
So everybody
I'd have been on Instagram pouring alcohol in a prescription pill bottle. Like, well, I just watch WAP.
Yeah, right, exactly. But you know what? If you think about it, I heard a lot of people saying that, but I don't want to see Viola Davis. I wouldn't want to see, Oprah, whether we agree with Oprah all the time or not. She's one of our Black queens. I wouldn't want to see her. You just don't want to see them in that position. Cardi and Meg was perfect. Kylie, they were all perfect for that song. Because that makes sense because that's what they kind of exude. They exude overt sexuality and so on and so forth. Now, they are still queens in their own right. They the WAP queens. Right, the WAP queens.
We got the WAP queens. We got the trap queens. We got the church queens. We got the bougie queen.
That's true.
They're the WAP queen.
That's true.
So I wouldn't take a Viola Davis, who I would consider a royal queen, and drop her in a video.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Thank you for cleaning that up for me, because that's what I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to
No, but I'm there with you on that. I'm there with you on that. But I just wanted to clarify that, because sometimes people don't hear everything, like they don't hear the total encompass of it, or they got selective hearing and things.
Yeah, that's
that's like. But child, can we talk about Safari just for one hot second? Safari released a remix called "Bad" for B.A. Disney.
Safari.
Now, while I saw that he released that song, and my first thought was, Safari, why? My second thought was, but he ain't lying though.
Listen, I'm just saying.
And then my third thought was, is there a video? I don't need to hear the song. I'm just here for the video. And that video better have more meat than Arby's. Have more meat in it than Arby's. That's all I want.
Wow.
Listen, I could watch the video on silent.
What'd you say?
I'll watch the video on silent. Hey, Safari. When that video dropping, that's
watching that thing on mute. Hey, I ain't mad at it. You just let me know if it come through. Just let me know.
Is it weird that I'm all of a sudden like salivating a little more than usual? It's weird. It's just weird. Very weird.
I need to get off of Safari.
Okay, yes, off of Safari. Because, all right. So on to the next. All right, so today's podcast is going to be a little shorter than usual because we have to wrap it up sooner, because I am interviewing Roxy Diaz in a little bit. So, nice. But before we go ahead and wrap up, I do have a few little points that I want to jump on. We're going to have to postpone ICC Unsung until next week. So, Karla, it'll still be my turn because I have to follow up with you. But we don't have time for that today. But there are just a few other things that I want to hit on before we head out. Mm-hmm. And Baby Scoop, Zanique. Mm-hmm. Nink is expecting her first child. Nink. She is pregnant with her first child. She's expecting a baby girl with a rapper, or producer by the name of Ban Hunter Izzy. You ever heard of that young man?
Ooh, no. Nah, not familiar with him. Oh, Nink.
Yeah, so Tiny is super excited to be a grandmother, and they told T.I. See, that's the thing. I know that they did not tell T.I. publicly for the first time because that's not the way he's set up. But one of our ICC friends said, well, damn, he had the wrong daughter at the doctor's office, but I'm going to leave that alone and I'm going to move right along.
You're up too much.
Yeah, I love our ICC friends. If you do not visit the comments of our Facebook page, you are truly missing a party. Mm-hmm. So in other baby news, Khalees is expecting baby number 3. So congratulations to Khalees. She's already proud mom tonight. Do you know Night is 11?
What?
Or 12. 12.
Wow.
The boy 12, 11 or 12, the son that she had with Nas. Okay. And then she also has a 5-year-old with her husband, Michael Mora. And now they're expecting another baby. So congratulations to them. Yeah. And TV Scoop, Hunters. Listen, if y'all have not watched Hunters, please watch Hunters. It is on Amazon Prime. It is freaking fantastic. Stars Al Pacino. It is executive produced by Jordan Peele. That is the series I think I told you about, Karla, when I first watched it, where the Americans are hunting the Nazis who are hiding in America.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. So it got renewed for season 2, which is absolutely freaking amazing. I did post the trailer to a new Hulu series called Woke, and it looks like it's going to be really good. It stars Lamorris. I think I'm saying his name right. Lamorne Morris. I put his first and last name together. It's Lamorne Morris. So be sure to check out the trailer for Woke. Also in TV Scoop, Starz has released the official trailer for Power Book 2 Ghost. So go check that out. Mary J is looking fire. Method Man is looking like everything. So go check out that trailer. It does premiere on Starz, I believe, September 18th. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that. Okay. And then, no, it's not September 18th. It's not. September 18th is for something else. And Movie Scoop. Earlier, I mentioned that Lakeith was starring in an upcoming film. There is a film called Judas and the Black Messiah. The trailer was just released. This film is about the Black Panther Party. This film about to be everything.
Yeah.
It's about
on that.
Yeah, and he stars in it. And I'm just like, come on, bruh. Like, you got a film coming out. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Yes. And then Antebellum, which stars Janelle Monáe, another film from Jordan Peele, or from the, I think it's the production company Antebellum is from Jordan Peele. That will premiere on demand on September 18th because, listen, movie theaters, I mean, come on, y'all. Like,
yeah.
Do I really need to tell y'all again? Like, it ain't coming out. So it will premiere on demand. And just one more note that I want to make in TV Scoop before I go. Blackish. There was an episode called Please Baby Please, I believe. The episode was filmed in 2017. It was set to air in 2018. It dealt with Donald Trump, white supremacy, Colin Kaepernick taking a stance against police brutality, and it dealt with racism and all that other stuff. ABC put it on the shelf. ABC would not let it air. And you remember when ABC would not let it air, Kenya Barris got so mad he went and signed a $100 million deal with Netflix and left ABC. That was the catalyst for all of that.
Okay.
And then we went over, and now we have Black AF on Netflix, which is basically the raw, uncut version of Blackish. Right?
Okay.
So that was what sparked all of that. Well, guess what? Hulu is now going to stream the episode. I believe it is now currently streaming. So
I've seen it this morning. It is. When I pulled up my Hulu stream, it's streaming now.
See? So this episode is extremely, I'm guessing it had to be extremely necessary if ABC was scared enough to snatch it.
Yep.
So with that being said, season 4, episode 99, Blackish on Hulu. Go watch.
Yes. Can't wait.
Go watch. All right. So Karla, I know y'all, this was a very, very condensed podcast today, but we had to come back through. I had to see my beautiful co-host. I had to see her beautiful face. And, we had to go ahead and do this thing really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So I am super hype. And listen, guys, thank you so much for the way you have been supporting the podcast, the way you have been supporting us. Be sure when you listen to the podcast to comment, to like, to subscribe, and to share with a friend if you have not already done so. So the Ice Cream Convos Podcast is now on Instagram, and we are now on Facebook. So you can simply look us up. We are Ice Cream Convos Podcast, or you can download the Ice Cream Convos app, and everything you need will be right there. One more thing. Do not forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, because as I mentioned, our P-Valley interview is out here. It's out here. It is gone. So I'm very, very excited about that. Thank you to everyone who left beautiful comments, just encouraging comments. Thank you for taking time to watch the interview. We love you guys so much. Karla, you got any parting words you want to share with the people?
Look, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Mask up, sanitize, so we can get back to whatever the new normal is going to be.
Yeah, facts. And for all you ladies out there with the wops, panty liners will help.
And cotton draws.
Panty liners and cotton draws are your friends for all my wopsters out there. Panty liners and cotton draws, okay? So with that being said, I love y'all. ICC.
We all we got.
Peace.
See y'all.
Ice Cream Conversation. Ice Cream Conversation.